What is good, high demand? What is good, high demand? It's time. Let me blow this up for y'all. Let me talk to y'all for a second. High demand money team. Y'all see what it is in the title. I'm ready to fund my trading journey. Yeah, y'all. I've been flipping them flippers for a minute now. Everybody who know me in the high demand money team seen my journey. Been flipping accounts for a long time. And what my recent mentor told me is that as a professional trader, it is your goal to trade consistent six-figure accounts. And I'm like, you know what? He's on to something. So I just been doing my research on these prop firms, y'all. I know people's watching this is probably already on their journey of leveling up through prop firms, getting to that bag. Maybe even looking to seek more information and more knowledge to level up in their journey with prop firms and whatever sorts there is out there. And I'm telling you that I did my research, and you guys could benefit off of my research that I've done. I put together pretty much what it says right here, some top prop firms. There's a lot of prop firms out there, and what I pretty much did was just collectively put the top prop firms that I deem is worthy, and either there's a lot of popular prop firms on my list, but then there's also a couple. I got a special prop firm for y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna share that. Just watch through the end of the video. I got a special prop firm for y'all that y'all probably never heard of, and the rules, everything regarding that prop firm is a whole level up. It's a whole level up. And I got some good ones on my list. So I'm pretty much just going to walk through what a prop firm is for the newcomers, for people who don't know what a prop firm is, and just go through the details of it all. I'm going to actually show y'all A through Z my whole journey. I'm actually going to apply for a prop firm in this video. I'm gonna take it there. And when it comes to this, I know when it comes to trading is so personal, y'all. Trading is really personal. So what I'm doing right now is to really help myself. What I'm doing with sharing this information, doing my research and everything is really to help myself. And as I'm helping myself, I want to share that journey with you guys for whoever can take value away from it, and add structure to y'all style of trading or the way you go about trading as well. So let's dive into it. I made this little keynote slides for y'all so y'all can follow along, and we can just take it to a whole nother level with it. So funding my trading journey, y'all. Let's get it. So what I did here is just first and foremost, let me make sure I float on top. So what I did here is what is a prop firm. So I pretty much just screenshotted from one of the top prop firms that I found. It's called TheFundedTrader. This is a pretty good one. What I'm doing here is reading what this prop firm is. Okay. So what is a prop firm? A prop firm is an entity in which a trader is allocated a portion of the firm's capital in order to have the trader employ their own market strategies and receive a portion of any profits made using that capital. So historically, prop firms have been brick and mortar establishments that employ traders with years of experience, or train less experienced traders on how to become profitable after the traders put up a large sum of their money. And so with that initial training period. So these types of old school prop firms are not very inclusive, and the barriers to entry can be very prohibitively expensive for the average retail trader. So what the funded trader did was the funded trader differs from these type of firms in several ways. By allowing traders from around the world to sign up and participate in their evaluation program remotely for a sign-up fee, that is substantially less than the average brick and mortar prop firm. And we have successfully shattered the barriers to entry, what they have. So yeah, so a prop firm is pretty much allowing an average retail trader like me, yourself, and anybody else watching this to really use the capital of big companies, pretty much, with companies with a lot of money. And so what I'm doing is comparing those prop firms, not just looking at that one prop firm I was just reading from, but I'm comparing a lot of prop firms. And so this will be a good video for anybody who wants to see that. So finding the best Forex prop trading firms of 2022. And not only am I comparing these, I'm actually walking you all through my journey step by step in actually applying for a prop firm. I'm going to compare these prop firms, and this is based off of my strategy, my trading style. I'm ranking these prop firms based off my trading style and my trading journey. So you guys can take the information that you guys need, but don't take it too literal. Take what y'all need and discard the rest. So finding the best Forex prop trading firms of 2022. With so many prop firms coming into the industry and funding traders all around the world, it's becoming increasingly hard to choose which firm to get your funded account from. So when choosing your funded account, there are so many things to think about, from your trading systems to drawdowns to leverage to trading requirements and general reputation of the prop firm itself. And that's been some research, y'all. Like that's been some definite research that I've been having to do, this whole time period, just comparing all these prop firms and which one would be the best one. Because I haven't had a funded account yet. I never brought a funded account. And so I'm literally taking y'all step by step through this. So top 6 prop firms that I'm selecting from. There's many different prop firms, y'all. There's many different prop firms. You can look at a list of prop firms and go on do some research, and you can look at a whole bunch of lists of prop firms. What I pretty much did was list a lot of popular ones and 2 not so popular ones that is special. And I think that could be on the rise. And so just literally in order too. So these are the ones that I recommend in order. So for everybody in the high demand money team, this is like the order of the prop firms that I'm looking at, and I'll tell you why. So I'm gonna pretty much compare all these prop firms except number 2. Number 2, I'm not gonna compare that, and I'm gonna go into that near the end. Why? Because they're like a special prop firm with instant funding and no challenges. So pretty much the challenge and the evaluation phases of these prop firms is like the first 30 days, you have to hit a target. They pretty much evaluating everything that you're doing and making that decision if you're suitable for the prop firm, pretty much, and if they want you to be a funded trader. With StockNet Institute, they're pretty much like, nope, we're going to give you the money directly, and we're going to have, these special rules set up for you so you can tap into that. And so I know there's some prop firms that do that as well, some popular prop firms, but I'll show you the difference later. And what I'm pretty much doing is I'm just going to compare the evaluation model. In all these different categories with these prop firms. So I'm not comparing number 2. So StockNet Institute, I'm not comparing that one yet. So these are the prop firms right here, right? And first things first, we're going to go into the actual pricing. So let me full screen it for y'all. Here we are with it, just to come back to it, Okay, prop firm evaluation model, pricing by account size. So I'm looking at it through the 100K accounts, and from there, so BlueGuardianCapital, Why is BlueGuardianCapital like my number one? I pretty much did this in order for y'all too. So this is what I feel like the order is for how I'm gonna go about it. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't use all of them or multiple prop firms. Well, I'm saying this is the order that I'm gonna go about um, getting my funded accounts. First, I'm gonna go through BlueGuardianCapital, and then I'm gonna go into StockNet Institute, and then FundedNext, because that's what I'm seeing. Because what we want to do is have multiple 100K accounts, multiple large sums of money accounts, and what we want to do is with each prop firm, we want to pretty much maximize the capital we can get, and then move on to another prop firm and maximize the amount of capital that we can get with the next prop firm as well. So we can be trading large sums of money at the same time. And so here we have the pricing. BlueGuardianCapital coming in with one of the cheapest that I see for the 200K, and one of the cheapest for the 100K. MyForexFunds definitely coming in second with that, and it's an average around 500. Excuse me, and that's not bad at all. That's definitely not bad at all. And so, yeah. So let's go to the next one. So prop firms evaluation rules, profit targets, and the drawdown. So, all right, so let's go into this. Let's understand this. So for the evaluation process, there's going to be a phase 1, there's going to be a phase 2. The average standard in the industry is about 30 days. 30 days, right? So on this 30 days, you must hit this profit target to actually be eligible to be a funded trader, right? And then for the phase 2, you also need to hit the profit target. And it's usually half of the amount, usually. So, yeah, so usually if it's like 10%, well, I'll get into that after this. So, comparing the profit targets, BlueGuardianCapital is a 6% profit target phase in phase 1. 6%, that's one of the lowest I've seen in this industry. And so that's why I'm really excited to take advantage of them and really be able to maneuver, because they're already the cheapest and they're already hitting the lowest. They're the easiest. They're the easiest to hit that profit target, because you got to really put it into perspective with dealing with large sums of money. It's kind of harder to hit that 10% than the 6% in a certain amount of time without violating any rules of that daily drawdown or the overall drawdown. And so 6%, I'm really feeling that. FundedNext is a really good company, y'all. FundedNext is a really good company. Like, I'm actually impressed with what they've been doing, because they're so fairly new. They actually just started this year in March in 2022, and they've been like literally climbing up the charts. And MyForexFunds is popular. It's a really good one. 8% profit target, 12% overall max drawdown. So overall is the max drawdown that I have right here for y'all. FTMO, pretty much that's the standard. FTMO is definitely the industry standard, and so everybody's like competing with FTMO, and these are just the prop firms that I would go through before I get to FTMO. Just based off the overall rules and specific things and the research that I've done. So let's tap into some more. Let's see. So the evaluation rules, minimum trading days. So Blue Guardian 5, FundedNext 5, MyForexFunds 5, FTMO 10, and the FundedTrader program is 3. And yeah, 3 is really good for the minimum. So they make it really easy. But overall, that'll be like the last one that I would tap into. I would definitely go with FTMO before them, but that's just my personal choice. But just because it's last on my list, it's actually top 6 on out of all the other prop firms. Like, I'd rather choose them than anything else. These are the top 6 right here. Well, it's just 5 right here, but I'll show you that number 2 on the list. But FundedNext, that's definitely number 3. Yeah, if y'all see the what I have right here, FundedNext is definitely number 3. Just from the overall, not even just you'll see. Let me tap in. So, FundedNext with that minimum 5. Everything 5 is usually the standard. 5 through 10 is usually the standard. So they're doing pretty good there. So the evaluation model, profit splits. So the BlueGuardianCapital, it's coming in first for me. Month 1 and ongoing, 85 flat out 85 continuously, right? While others are saying that you can scale up, you can go up to 90%, but once you're eligible. Once your eligibility is pretty much there after 4 months, after 3 months, after however long, and you have to pretty much research that specifically within that prop firm that you're looking at of what that eligibility is, then you'll qualify for 90% of your profit. So what BlueGuardianCapital is saying that it's 85 from the rip. Just going straight into it is 85. So I'm definitely loving that. FundedNext, 80% split after 4 months. If your eligibility is on point, then you can scale up to 90% with scaling. So the scaling is that they're going to match you. They're going to increase your initial balance on your account by 30%. Either 25, 30, 20% based off which prop firm that you're utilizing. Okay, so MyForexFunds 75, month 2 is 80, month 3 and ongoing 85. Pretty much matching BlueGuardianCapital after that 3rd month. FTMO with the 80 split, and then after 4 months, you can go up to that 90% with that scaling eligibility. The FundedTrader program, 80% after 3 months, move up to 90%, possibly. And so that's why I'm messing with Blue Guardian from the jump. Let's see. Let's go into the next one. The rules, holding weekend trades and news events. This is something that, this is, now we're going into the trading style, y'all. Now we're getting into the trading style. So with this trading styles, this may differ based off how you trade and what your trading strategy is. If you're a scalper, nothing to worry about. You're good unless you scalp the news. So just let me get into this for y'all. BlueGuardianCapital, I'm loving it. It's allowed both trading the news and holding trades over the weekend. It's allowed. FundedNext.com, you can hold trades over the weekend. They're allowing you to do that. And I think I pretty much read that if you hold trades, if you're holding trades before the news, you're allowed to hold those trades during the news, but it's not allowed to open or close trades 2 minutes before or after high impact news. And so that's very specific right there, right? And so with that I would do your research to really see if there is any violations of holding a trade during that time, because I read it, but I've been reading through so many of these that I'm like, I'm just going over it smoothly. But yeah, definitely do your research on that one. MyForexFunds.com, holding trades over the weekend, trading news events, it's allowed. FTMO, they're not letting you hold trades over the weekend. They're not letting you trade any news events unless you have their separate swing account, which is only giving you a leverage of 1 to 30. Now, if you're doing that, then that's perfectly fine. So the funded trader program, they're not allowing it. They're not allowing it. And so what they're saying is that they have a separate swing account as well. And so that's what's going on there. So for me, BlueGuardianCapital is coming up on top. It's giving that 85% split from the jump. Got a minimum of 5. Got a profit target of 6% to hit. 4% daily drawdown. Okay. And it's allowing weekend trades and plus trading the news. So they're really giving you that leeway. FundedNext is definitely allowing you to hold trades over the weekend too. But the news events is very specific with the news events. They just switched this up recently. Well, obviously they're new, so they're getting their stuff together. Prop firm evaluation rules, drawdown on equity or balance. This is very specific as well. So BlueGuardianCapital, the drawdown is based off of your initial balance. And pretty much, just to give y'all an example, right? So if you have $10,000, let's say you have a $100,000 account. The drawdown is based off of that initial balance. This is the initial balance that they're giving you. So that means 5% of that, at 5%, you cannot go below 95,000 for your daily drawdown. And so your daily drawdown is 95,000. You cannot go below 5,000 wherever you're at, actually. Yeah. So for example, right? This is a 10 overall maximum drawdown. So 10% of your maximum overall drawdown, you cannot go below 10%. You cannot go below 10%. And so with your daily balance, right? I think it is still based on your initial balance, not your equity. Well, your maximum drawdown may be based off of your initial balance, and your daily drawdown may be based off of your whatever balance that you have in the account. So if you have 100,000 and then you get some profit and you have 105,000 now, and then the next following day you don't want to lose the 5% based off of this right there. So if that makes sense, I don't want to confuse y'all too much, but I'm pretty much giving y'all the overlay of what I've been looking at in my research of these companies. Like, I like to be like very specific, so I ask a lot of questions. And so, this is what you'll be researching while you find the prop firm that works for you and find what their rules are specifically, right? So FundedNext is based off the initial balance. MyForexFunds equity is equity based. This is equity based right here. So I will give you the example of what this means, right? So for example, if you're swing trading, right? If you're swing trading and you're holding a trade, you have $100,000 account and you're holding a trade that's $10,000 in profit. It's been $10,000 in profit for a day or so, and then you didn't take profit on the trade, and it comes back down to $5,000 in profit. then that would be violating the rules because you went below that 5% of the on the equity base, which differs from the initial balance. And I hope that makes sense to y'all. Not trying to confuse y'all, but this is something that you should be very aware of and understand it completely. And I'll give you another example near the end of the slides. So FTMO is based off the initial balance. So the FundedTrader program is the balance or equity base, whichever is greater. So looking at their rules, they said whichever is greater. So it's pretty much the same thing. That's what it's pretty much saying. It's pretty much going off of equity base. If it's more, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, y'all. Okay, so let's look into it. Let's keep going. Prop firms, evaluation model, leverage and instruments. Leverage and instruments. This is definitely something to understand what we're looking at here. Let's move my face a little bit so you can see this. So the prop firms, let's full screen this real quick. So prop firms, right? BlueGuardianCapital hitting us with the leverage for Forex 1 to 100. That's pretty much the industry standard for all these prop firms. But here gold and commodities is going for 1 to 20. Okay, that's definitely taking a hit versus FundedNext and MyForexFunds here, and FTMO, which is having an all around 1 to 100. But at the same time, when you're trading $100,000 account, or when you're trading these prop firms money for funded accounts in general, we would want to be risking only 1% or lower. Like literally, we only want to risk like less than 1%. You want to risk about a half a percentage. And so because we want to make sure that we're not coming close to no daily drawdown limit and violating any rules at all, So find out that risk management system for you guys, and so this pretty much won't matter too much like that. Now 1 to 2, that's a big difference. I ain't gonna lie, that's a big difference. 1 to 2 with cryptos, because let's say they're not allowing cryptos, I believe, on FundedNext. I only seen Forex indices and commodities. Same with MyForexFunds.com. Forex indices and commodities, 1 to 100, 1 to 100. FTMO is all around though. They're allowing you to trade cryptos, and I believe at 1 to 100, following the rules and everything. And the FundedTrader program, kind of similar to Blue Guardian, with commodities being 1 to 40, indices being 1 to 20, and crypto 1 to 2. 1 to 2. Okay, let's move on. So here we have MyForexFunds FAQ, frequently asked questions. So I wanted to just go over this with you guys, so you guys can have a better understanding of what's going on behind the scenes with these prop firms, and how you would need to follow certain rules, and what's the benefits of dealing with different prop firms. So this is kind of like an introductory to these prop firms, so you can do your research on which ones draw your attention based off of your trading style or what you're looking for. So what I'm seeing here is here's a question: when will I receive my bonus payout? Not to get into that many details of it, but you can see that pretty much, after you go through your phase 1 and phase 2 of the evaluation phase, you're going to go into phase 3, which is your actual live account. So 30 calendar days after you get your live account, you will be paid the following: 4% of the profits targets in phase 2, 112% refund of the purchase fee, 75% profit split of the first month of whatever you made. So your first month with the live account must be in profit to receive your 4% payout bonus from phase 2. See, these are the specifics behind the scenes of each prop firm, and each prop firm is also providing the scaling, and you can see like the scaling eligibility. Here's a plan. It says if you have reached a profit of 10% or more within a 4-month period, and 2 of those 4 months were profitable, we will increase your account size by 30% of the original account size. At the time of the scale-up request, traders should be break even or positive with the account balance. See, these are like real specific things that you need to know for which prop firm that you use. And so that's why I have a recommended list, like from first to last, and the top 6 that I'm looking at, that I'm eventually go through all of them, or majority of them, through in order. So with MyForexFunds, this is what's going on. Like, based off of, their scaling is going to be differ based off which prop firm you're dealing with. And the drawdown rules. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about with the drawdown rules. If I didn't explain it, too clearly, now I can be able to, show you directly from their FAQ what I'm talking about. So my Forex funds, right? In any of my Forex funds evaluation programs, you must not have a daily drawdown of 5% of equity or balance on any given day. This is monitored closely by an automated system. It includes open trades at the time of rollover, and any breach is shown in your account dashboard. Please be mindful of your trading and be sure to check your available drawdown at 0000 server time every day. A rule of thumb is to not go within 1% of daily drawdown rules to be able to survive another day. There we go. So that's what I'm pretty much meaning. It goes based off your equity. So as long as you're having correct risk management and with these prop firms, because you're dealing with other people's money and utilizing it, you don't want to go too crazy. You want to have a good strategy, be mindful, like they were saying. And so the retakes and extensions. And this is kind of like a roughly all prop firms are given kind of details like this. So this is just going to differ by each prop firm. Alright, so the retakes and extensions, right? This is pretty much saying that you can take it, you can have, so extensions is different, but the retakes for each prop firm is allowing retakes as long as you're profitable. As long as you're profitable. If you're profitable, but you hit your 30-day limit, then they're going to allow you to retake it for free as many times as you need. Usually all prop firms on that same type of time. And so what my Forex funds is pretty much saying is that they're allowing you an extension up to 4 weeks as well on top of the 30 days. If pretty much if you qualify, if you don't breach anything on the account. So that's pretty good. That's definitely pretty good. Yeah, so let's continue. So again, inactivity. So I pretty much put these on the slide so we can have like a good understanding of like what's going on behind the scenes. Because I know it can be like, oh, they're giving this much money, and you can just get caught up into doing a challenge without knowing the discrete details of the rules and regulations of what and how to maneuver with their money. So I want to give you like a rough understanding So, like for instance, inactivity, they have a rule for inactivity. If your account is inactive for 30 days, it will be automatically breached. If you do not inform us within 10 days of the breach, the reason for the inactivity, the account will be permanently suspended. So, don't get your account suspended by not knowing these rules. You know, you don't want to have a $200,000 account, $300,000 account, and you're just like, oh, I didn't know, you know? But yeah, so, oh, this is a good one right here. Can I merge my evaluation live accounts? Okay, so this is what I mean by getting max funding for one prop firm at a time, because you can go through the evaluation process for one prop firm and get 200,000, 100,000, or whatever that number is, right? And they're saying that you can also do another evaluation with them with a whole separate account. So you can have a 100K account here and do go through the evaluation process with a separate account and have 100,000 here as well. And so it says you can merge accounts up to 300,000 only if they are live accounts. We allow a total allocation of 600,000 per member. This means you can have two accounts of 300,000. During the evaluation phase, accounts cannot be merged and must be traded separately. So once you have these live accounts, you go through them, you can merge them whenever you want. You know, you just go through the customer service and they're going to do it for you. And then so that's big money right there. And once you hit that max amount, then you can move on to, you can continue to make money with that account, but then you can also move on to a next prop firm and start making money with them. And so that's why I was meaning earlier. And I'm explaining it like this because this is pretty much what I have to understand for myself, because this is my first time going through this process and understanding everything that's going on. So I kind of put this together for myself, but I'm also sharing that journey with you guys for you guys to understand how you guys want to go about it yourselves. You know, so you can take this as a template. Okay, so just went over my Forex FAQs. Here's FundedNext final FAQs. So I said final. I don't really know why I put final. Boom. FAQs here. So how do I withdraw profits? Okay, so this is something good to know, right? So let's get it. So profit withdrawal is just one click away. Make sure you're in profit at the end of the trading cycle and send a withdrawal request from your client portal. We'll ensure the fastest disbursement of your profit part from our end. You can use the following to withdraw your profit: Perfect Money, Bitcoin, Deal, Bank Transfer, Coinbase, PayPal, Payoneer, RevoltWise, Deal Card, Tether. All these ways that you can go about with your withdrawal process. And so how often would I get paid? So for example, what FundedNext is doing is, in the express model, FundedNext will provide you with the profit shares after each 4-week monthly trading cycle. So in the evaluation model, you will receive the first profit share after 4 trading weeks. From the second payout onwards, you will receive profit shares every 2 weeks. So after your first payout, which is going to be 30 days, you're going to have a full 30 days of going live. Then they'll pay you out. Then after that, it's going to be every 2 weeks, bi-weekly. So how do you calculate overall drawdown? More clarification for you guys. You can have an overall maximum loss limit of 10% of your initial account balance. Thus, your account balance or equity can't go below 90% of the initial balance at any time during your whole trading journey. it implies that your account balance or equity should always be over 90% of the initial balance to avoid rule violations. For example, for a 100K account, your maximum loss is 10,000. So as long as your balance slash equity, whichever is lower, is over 90K, you would not violate the overall drawdown. Do note that overall drawdown does not get reset like daily drawdown. Yes. So that means it's fixed at whatever that initial balance is. You can't go 10% below that. How many accounts can I have? So FundedNext will only provide you with up to 300K. You can reach this funding limit with a single program or a combination of express and evaluation programs. That's their 2 programs that they offer. So perfect. We getting somewhere with it, y'all. We getting somewhere. All right. Now we're at the BlueGuardianCapital. So pretty much with Blue Guardian, let me go back to the drawing board real quick. So I was really at a standstill because what I really wanted to do was I'm gonna either start off with Blue Guardian or FundedNext, and then I'm gonna go into StockNet Institute, right? And it was a standoff between BlueGuardianCapital and FundedNext, right? Because I wanted to go through the actual evaluation process and get a large funding amount. And StockNet Institute, I'm going to pretty much walk you through a little bit of their website so you can see what they actually have to offer and understand it visually. But BlueGuardianCapital, FundedNext is actually, they're doing amazing with their marketing, with their credibility. They have proof of payouts all around. The reputation is great. And so that's why I'm like, okay, they have a mobile app. Their user experience and user interface is amazing. I was loving what I was seeing at FundedNext.com. And I was comparing it to everything else and definitely see that I would go with FundedNext over these 3. And now it's comparing it also to BlueGuardianCapital. I had to get a lot of my questions answered by BlueGuardianCapital support to really build my understanding of what I need to do to pass their evaluation process. Because as you can see, BlueGuardianCapital is cheaper for the 200K, 100K all. But also specifically, I'm loving that 6% profit target versus FundedNext 10% profit target. Like, yes, it got 1% lower on the daily drawdown, but I won't even get near this based off how it would be trading. So it's really about, you want to risk less to make more. That's what the long-term game is when it comes to dealing with these prop firms. And so 6% is such a realistic target to hit that I'm like, I can definitely capitalize on Blue Guardian and the way that they set up their overall profit splits, minimum day trading, and holding trades over the weekend and trading news events just put me in a space where it's like that I'm definitely favoring BlueGuardianCapital. FundedNext, it put me in a rough spot because holding a weekend trade is good. So I'm like, yes, good job, FundedNext. Good job on that. But wasn't so sure about not being able to open or close trades 2 minutes or before or after high impact news. Because what if I wanted to use a pending limit? I wanted to use I said pending limit, a pending order. I wanted to use a stop limit, buy limit, sell limit, or a pending order, whatever. And I'm just like, damn, what if the news activated and they go in my favor? So they're kind of limiting my trading style. People who don't do that, don't trip. FundedNext is great. Mind you, I'm not an affiliate of any of these. I'll probably become an affiliate of BlueGuardianCapital because I'll be actually using them to give y'all my real life experience. But I'm not going to be an affiliate of something that I don't use. Okay, so if you're looking at BlueGuardianCapital like how I'm looking at it with the 6% profit target, definitely use my link in the description. I'm gonna put it there whenever I tap into it. You're gonna see me live actually sign up for them in this video. So this was my hesitation with FundedNext, because I'm like, I'm gonna eventually do FundedNext, but which one do I want it to start off with? So I think I'm going with BlueGuardianCapital. Actually, I know I am. Initial balance, both great for FundedNext and BlueGuardianCapital. FundedNext killing the game with 1-to-100 leverage on commodities and indices. Not gonna lie, they're killing the game with that. But we do got 1-to-50 with BlueGuardianCapital. But we're like I said, we're gonna risk very low, so it's not gonna be too much. Okay, so this is what I also wanted to show y'all. Since I'm showing my screen, this is what I'm gonna show y'all. That I was active. I was actively making sure. Let me get all my questions answered in this, y'all. I was real detailed. Okay, so let me see. Oh, what is it looking like, y'all? What is it looking like? Oh, wow. Okay. I guess it's not showing all of my stuff, but pretty much what I was showing here. Well, I was asking a lot of questions, right? And here I was pretty much asking them, once I'm on a live account, do I need to stick to the same strategy? And it was like, no, you can trade how you like then. Okay. And so I'm getting very specific here because this is pretty much where, stuff gets real. Like so it says 5 minimum day trading, right? You get 5 days minimum within the phase 1, right, to pass. And what BlueGuardianCapital, I was seeing some negative reviews because people were saying like they didn't allow them to move forward, and trade live because they didn't like the inconsistency within their evaluation phase. And so I was asking them about that. Right now it's not letting me scroll up. I have it in my email though. I don't want y'all looking through all my emails, so I'm just going to talk about it. And so what they were saying was the 5 minimum days of trading needs to be the pretty much a similar or consistency of a style of trading. You can use different trade setups and everything, but it needs to be a consistency of the style of trading that you're using, so they know it's not a fluke. So let me go into FAQ for y'all so y'all can understand exactly what I'm getting at. Rules. Is there a minimum trading days required, right? So minimum of 5 trading days. And we require you to trade the same way / strategy for the entire of the evaluation. This is for us to ensure your strategy is consistent and not a fluke. Why are they doing this? Because you're managing their money, and they don't want you to just. This is what he was telling me. He don't want you to just pass the 6% profit target in one trade, and then for the remainder of your days, you're just putting a 0.01 lot on anything and everything and not even trading. So they can't really see, like, okay, is he doing good? Is he profitable? Or was that just a fluke? So they're telling you straightforward that they want to see that consistency within those 5 days, right? Well, whatever 5 days that you're trading on and utilizing to pass the phase 1 and phase 2. So I asked him, once I'm on a live account, do I need to stick to the same strategy as well? Pretty much saying this, right? He was like, no, you can trade however you like then. I was like, okay, beautiful. And I was asking specific questions here. I was asking, if I have one trade open for 3 days, does that count as 3 trading days, or do I need 5 separate trades for each day? He said that will only count as 1 day. See, we need to know these things, bro. We need to know these things. I'm thinking about all the ins and outs, right? So he also said, also, if one trade reaches 100 pips over the course of 1 day, and the next trade reaches 100 pips over the course of 3 days, does that still count as the same strategy, or is that breaching the consistency rule because they are 2 different durations? And I asked that because he said, like, he was mentioning what he was saying, like, trade the same way with the durations and etc. And he was said, we only care that you didn't just open and close random 0.01 trades. That's all we actually look for. As long as we see you haven't done this, then it's allowed and counted. There it is. Like, okay, thank you for clearing that up, because I need to know before I invest my time, money, and energy into you. Nice. Thank you for your support. I'm excited to continue growing with you guys. How long does it take to get a funded account after phase 1 and phase 2? 3 to 5 business days. Thank you. Yeah, so not going too much details into my email and everything of what I was asking, but I pretty much got everything cleared up that I needed to. As we can see, we can hold trades overnight. There's no restrictions regarding holding trades over weekends. These are the things that you want to look over. So right here, this was one thing, is funded traders must make a minimum of 4% profit before requesting their first withdrawal. As long as the rules are followed, nothing will happen to your account. If you make less than 4% profit before your payout date, you can request a withdrawal anytime after your payout date. And if you have made more than 4%, so after the first payout, there is no limitation to your withdrawing. So you don't need to make 4% after that. So this is all things that I needed to clear up within myself. So because I'm taking this stuff serious. So yeah, you want to go through all of these things. And I'll show you the process of me actually setting my account up, because I'm gonna be the first one to put BlueGuardianCapital on the map as far as in sharing my live experience with them. Like if they're legit, what I'm having troubles with, just to give you guys like a real time update on what to do with this list I'm giving y'all, so y'all know, what if y'all should stick with FundedNext and go through this list right here, or start with BlueGuardianCapital and take advantage of that 6% profit target, like I'm doing. But nevertheless, we got everybody who stayed through this. It's time. I'm gonna show y'all. Let's get it. I'm gonna show y'all. So for more details on the prop firms that I covered and more, do some research. You can literally Google all the prop firms and they'll all pop up. You'll see a lot of popular ones that I've covered, and you can go into details there. So the must grab prop firm for HD traders. So HD high demand, or anybody, honestly, anybody who's watching this video, this is a must grab prop firm. Okay, so here they got two different programs. That they got the evolution program, where it's perfect for profitable traders with a sustainable strategy who wish to trade freely and scale to 1.28 million in capital. They go crazy. And this is what some of it looks like, right? Where and mind you, this is no evaluation phase. This is, you get instant funding. There is no challenge. You pay for this and you get the funding, and this is so raw to me. This is so raw that there's no daily drawdown. There's just a maximum of 8% drawdown. You got a leverage of 1 to 200. And the profit split is 50 to 75. So you're going to get 50% split until you build up. You build up to that profit split of 75. And it's not a build up with month by month like the other ones. Like, this build up is pretty much like this. They're saying that you can scale your account. Once you earn 10% profit, they're going to double the amount of money that you have in your account. So if you paid for this account, for a 10,000 account, once you get 10% profit, you're going to have a 20,000 account. 10% of 20,000, you're going to have a $40,000 account. Don't believe me? Let's tap in. Let's tap in, y'all. I know this is a long video. I'm making sure I give y'all the information, details that y'all need. So here we are with it. You know, I want y'all to understand all the different possibilities out there, and I'm gonna share my live my journey with BlueGuardianCapital, and then this one will be next. So programs, evolution. Let's go into the evolution right here. Boom. So it's telling you can purchase any of these. You can purchase any of these. Purchase any of these going up to 80,000, right? You see the euros, you got to pay in euros, 640 euros. So you're doing that because the scaling is this. Like, once you get 10%, you're doubling it. You're going to the next step. 10% of 80,000, you're going to the next step. 10% of this, you're going to the next step. All the way up to 1.2 million in funding. So it's like here, you get 65% of the profit. Here, you're getting 75% of the profit. Beautiful. This one right here, that they got proof of payouts. People are loving them. You can look at trustpilot.com to look at any prop firm to see what other people are saying. And yeah, this is second on the list. I'm going to tackle this one after Blue Capital, cause I gotta mess with that 6%. I gotta mess with that 6%, y'all. This is roughly 58 minutes. Sheesh, here I go. So what I'm gonna do for the last 2 minutes, I'm pretty much going to go in, make my account, and then I'm gonna show y'all my account on MT4. So I'm gonna stop it here, then share my screen, just so I can make this video exactly 1 hour. All right, y'all. Peace. If y'all find this video informational, if y'all want to stay in contact, y'all want to build on more of these topics, more understanding, share knowledge, comment underneath this video, like and subscribe for more content to follow my journey, and also tap into the Discord. Because in the Discord, we're going to be sharing trade ideas, but we're also, it's a high demand society, so we're going to be growing all around, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and socially, and financially. Shout out to High Demand Money Team. Let's get it, y'all. Peace. I know I just said peace, but I'm back, y'all. Let's see what's going on. Y'all see it's funded right here. Just got my 200K account. I'm starting on phase 1 for Blue Capital. Here's BlueGuardianCapital, excuse me. This is what the dashboard is looking like. Yeah, I'm pretty much ready to get it going. This is who I'm starting with. Y'all see my breakdown on why I chose them, and I'll keep you guys updated, with my own personal experience of what's going on, getting through phase 1 and phase 2. And just a little tip that I pretty much learned by watching somebody else go through their journey. They were saying, like, pretty much don't overshare. This is pretty much a real personal experience. Don't get caught up in the social media flash of high profits or whatever. Make sure you stick to your trading strategy. Don't overshare and stay focused. Stay focused, stay grounded. As far as in what I'll be doing, I got some setups that I'm looking at as well. I focus on GJ, gold, and a few other pairs. But yeah, all right, you guys, stay focused. I appreciate you guys for staying all the way through. I hope you guys gain some value. Join the Discord, like the video, and tell me what y'all think. Tell me what prop firms you guys are going at, planning on joining, what y'all looking at, and where y'all at with y'all journey. All right, y'all, peace.